Just when the end was in sight, we've had a break-in. Hi guys, and welcome back to a diary of a first-time property developer. It's week 25 now, and we've had a bit of an up and down week this week.
And you can't learn this in a textbook. You've got to do it, you've got to feel it, understand what the steps are.
Okay, so I'm back on site and I will start where I started last time, and that was with the electrics. So this is what caused us the issues. These tails were too thin. I think we only had 35 and these are 95 because this cable and this setup is able to flow is not the right word, is able to provide, I think it's 400 amps. So therefore we need this thicker cable, even though we're only drawing 200, because there's the capability, we have to go for the larger cables. And we had the smaller ones. What is unfortunate for us is Siemens have to connect these. As far as I understand, any electrician could do it, but they're not allowed. So they've removed the fuses from the board and they have sealed it with these ties, and we're not allowed to touch it. So we've got to wait for them to, fingers crossed, have a cancellation, not calculation, and come back to us as soon as possible. We had already dug this trench, and UK Power Network just extended it a tiny bit, literally, I mean, not even quarter of a metre. They had to dig into the pavement to find it. So probably quite lucrative for them, seeing as I think it was about 15 grand, and they've dug a tiny little trench. Obviously this is our one that we did all backfilled, and this was the other bit of the job for them, was to find that cable. Now I don't know how much of it you can see. You can obviously see there a black sort of trunking. Well, that is for the telecoms. The yellow bag and the other part is the electric cable. But if you can see past that, there's actually an old bit of waste pipe, and the electric had actually been run inside that waste pipe. So the guys managed to track it down, and but it was very strange, because for a minute we were thinking, you know, you got to look inside the waste pipe. If it is actually a waste pipe, then you are in the proverbial. So I'll try and keep out of shot with the shadow. This is not going to be able to. Okay, so you're going to have to deal with me in the shot, I think, in the me being the shadow there. This is how the water guys want the water to go in. As you can see, we've now got a pipe that goes through a end cap, which is nice and snug on there. There's insulation inside, and it's then going through this duct. So if I remember rightly, it's a 36mm duct, and then you've got 13mm of pipe lagging, and then obviously the center hole is 25mm for the pipe, and then you've also got the end caps on the other end inside as well. One other thing, we did have a reducer from 25 down to 22 copper inside, and what the guy said was the best practice is to get a stopcock which is also a reducer. So where it goes in, it's obviously 25 and it reduces within the stopcock to 22 mil. Obviously you don't want any connections that could fail before the stopcock, so makes perfect sense, and we're going to change that so that we use that type of stopcock now. Okay, so I'm not sure whether it was our plumber who removed the copper or whether it was our unwanted visitors. I'm not sure. I probably was the plumber, to be honest, because they did a very, I'm going to show you it, they didn't really make too much sense of what they were doing. So I'll probably just do it as we go around, but was it in here? So I don't know what they've done here. They've just grabbed hold of stuff and pulled it, and yeah, I don't really know what they did there. They've broken that. I don't know how. Standing on it, probably trying to pull a bit of this. But yeah, so that's that. I mean, nothing makes sense about it. They've left that. They've actually left those. Must have been next door. Yeah, so they've just snapped a little bit of that off. Bent a couple of bits. All just really strange. What I'm going to do then, I'm going to take us round the usual. So as you can see, we've got underfloor heating and an underlay mat. We've gone for the foil type because we wanted to keep the build up down as much as possible. Nothing much more has happened since last week in the bathroom. What we have noticed for some reason, I really don't know why, in these side bathrooms the toilet is in the middle and the sink is here, whereas in everything else the toilet is nearest the door, which is probably more correct than there. But these rooms, where they were just dark, they were like the rooms we just weren't really going in, wasn't really paying much attention to it, I don't think. I mean, to be honest, not that they look dark today. It's a nice sunny day. So that is Unit 1. Unit 2. You might have had a little bit of a sneak peek at the floor when I went into the bathroom. So, as you can see, we've got floor down. Now, we're really quite pleased with the floor. Obviously, like I did mention that the underfloor heating people needed us to go for a thicker floor. We got it from the same people, but the option was an underlay from the underfloor heating people, which was actually, I think it was only about £2 cheaper for the underlay than it was for this whole floor system. And I say system because this has got inbuilt underlay, inbuilt sound, deadening. It's 100% waterproof. We got a really, really good deal on it. I mean, it was half the price of anything else that we saw. I'll have to link the guys think they're called Bannon and Son, Banham and Sons. They did us this for £18 a square metre. I think it retails at like 41. They had a discount of 50% off anyway, so you were getting it for sort of 20 odd, and then because of the meterage we've done, they gave us a little bit of a extra discount, which was nice of them. We appreciate that. So, did show you a bit into the bathroom. Again, bathrooms haven't really changed. I think they're waiting on us to pick the tiles now, which going to be one of these two. Obviously there's two choices, so Amit likes one and I like the other, which has been the running joke of this project. Amit's choice is the sort of, I don't know what colour that is, browner. I mean, I like the grey personally. I think that it's a bit unfortunate, the one we got for the sample, because it's got a lot of patterning in it compared to quite a plainer grey one. But again, there's not really much in it, so we'll see what we do with that. Now, Unit 3 is probably going to end up being the Unit 1, as Unit 1 was, where it wasn't getting done because we've stored a lot of stuff in here. Like I say, I mean, after someone broke in, they did take some tools and stuff, a couple of drills I think, and they unpacked that flooring, which just doesn't make sense. The guys were doing the underfloor heating, and whoever broke in has unpacked the underfloor heating out of the boxes, and it's then stacked by the window. I mean, it's very strange. If you were going to steal a box, why wouldn't you steal a box?
Weird.
Again, the duplex hasn't really changed. The floor is being fitted upstairs at the moment, so I'm not going to go up there. But guys, feel free just to scroll back, because there's lots on Unit 4 on my other videos. Did I explain we got no power? Yeah, I did, didn't I? So we've got a generator now. It's being used outside, not inside. I mean, don't half kick up some fumes, so it's not to be used inside for sure. So we're not going to actually be able to show you the floor in here, but it is done. And you know what? It is quite I can actually tell from just talking in here. It's made a difference. But what is exciting for Unit 5 is the kitchens will be delivered on Monday. So I'm not sure if there's going to be kitchen fitters here on Monday. I mean, if there is, hopefully, the guys have a good relationship with Howden, so hopefully they'll be able to get them, get the kitchens here when, early if they're here. If the guys are here, because they aren't going to want to be standing around, that's for sure. So that will be good for Unit 5. I finally worked out the Unit 6 and 7 thing. So they go clockwise on both floors. I mean, yeah, don't have to be Brain of Britain, do you? But yeah, that's Unit. So that means this is Unit 6. And again, we've got bathroom pretty much where it is, probably because we need to do the tiling, or pick the tiling. Flooring down up here. I think all of upstairs, by the looks of it, all of upstairs flooring will be finished by Monday. I'm not sure if it's 5 and 6 or 5 and 7 the kitchens have been ordered, so we're going to have 2 kitchens on site next week. I'd like to think we might even be able to show you some kitchens finished on next week's video. That'd be good. So we've now got 2. I'm guessing, and I think I said last week, the lower one will be kitchen hood and the top one's going to be bathroom. If you haven't seen last week's video, there's no way to extract. This is a steel frame building, or at least there's a lot of RSJs in it. So like, for example, RSJ runs the whole way around, all above those windows. Made it very difficult to extract from next door. So the extractor comes through and out above the units. And then I believe we're extracting below for the actual cooker itself. But yeah, no real surprises in here. And just a final sort of thought on that, people coming in here. Obviously it's not good, but it really, we got away with the least, I think, possible. I mean, if they'd tried to get all the cable out, the amount of damage, the cost for getting a bit of cable out would just be not worth thinking about. And then obviously we're on a bridging loan. So all of the costs in terms of finance and stuff. So yeah, extra security measures are in place and more to follow. But right guys, thanks very much as usual. If you have made it to the end, please consider subscribing. I say it every week, but genuinely I think that the next few weeks there should be some exciting things. You might just have to pick your way through me talking to see them. But also next week we are going to see a big building. For me, it's quite a big building, and we're going to look to maybe buy it. I don't know how. Going to be a lot of money, but let's see what we can do. Oh, look what I've just seen. That's not good. And it's not good, and it's not the first time either. The plasterers weren't very happy. Oh, and this was also what was stolen, some of this tape. So if anyone's offering you any tape, please let us know. Could be our criminals. Right guys, thanks for watching and I will see you again next week.